Emily here at the Coloring Oasis. Welcome to my video. I'm so excited. I have a massive, high quality and some unusual artist edition and some Etsy and Amazon Japan and new release coloring book haul videos to show you. Really thrilled. I also have some announcements about my upcoming membership. And so I'm going to do flip throughs on these. Some you may have seen, some not. I literally just got the new Dark Fairy Tale book, Kirby Rosanes, in the mail today. The brand new Eerie book a few days ago. I have some special things from Deborah Muller's shop that are one of a kinds. I have artist editions from Lynn and some other books as well. So let me clear this and we will go ahead and get started. All of these things will be linked below where you can purchase where I got them, and you will want to keep an eye out for an announcement for my membership. So I cleared some of that. I'm going to get into showing you these three books first. Some of you who've been with me for a while or who are in my Facebook group know that I've been working on launching a Patreon, a members only platform for detailed step-by-step coloring tutorials, color alongs and different tiers and different levels in some popular books and books of all kinds. I've been working on that for a couple of months. I had to stop my prep for about a month or two when I was having surgeries and over the holidays. But I have 20 videos up so far, and I'm just finishing about 3 final ones, and I will have 6 tiers on my membership. You can join, and I'll come back and I'll insert that into this video. And I will make an announcement here on the video and in my Facebook group. If you haven't joined, please join below. I will have giveaway and prizes for the first set amount of people. I haven't decided exactly that join the membership. It will be 6 tiers. Like I said, the lowest tier is only $1 a month. It'll be for just to support my channel, and also with basic skill tutorials on how to color specific objects. And then I'll have a markers only tier. I'll have a basic easy coloring with pencil tier. I have a mid-range tier, which includes standard books like by Coco Wyo, Jade Summer, Beauty of Horror, that kind of stuff. And then I have 2 higher end tiers. The biggest tier will be $10 a month, but it's going to be my Fairy Tale Coloring Book Club, which has, right now I have 8 specific books, fairy tale books, which are my favorite that I'll be working in. And then I'll have a tier just below that, which will be for more complicated books like mythographic, Mythagoria. I have my Outlander book. It's the cute and creepy, and using mediums that are a little more complicated for more advanced colors. So I'll have Holbein's, Inktense, Derwent, pencils, Pro, Lyras, things of that nature as well. But the Dark Fairy Tales by Kirby Rosanes will be included in my fairy tale club, including the Eerie fairy tale book and multiple others. So I already have 3 tutorials done in there, but I want to add my first one in here, which I'm going to be doing Little Red Riding Hood, which will be the first color along in that tier. So I wanted to wait until I get this, and I will be launching and opening that up to enroll next weekend. So it is on my calendar, rain or shine, done or not, that's when it's going to be open. So keep an eye out. So absolutely beautiful book. Probably not the first time you've seen it. Don't be afraid or intimidated by it. If it makes you feel better, I didn't color in Kirby Rosanes for many years because, yeah, it's terrifying. In fact, they sold out of the first batch on Amazon already. I pre-ordered mine like 6 months ago. So I'm going to be doing in my membership a lot of pictures in this book, likely in Prismacolor, Polychromos, maybe some Inktense. So like we have Rapunzel here. I won't spend too long on this because you guys have probably seen that, but we have, and I don't know what all the fairy tales are. I'm not going to be able to identify them up front immediately, but I can already spot, like, this is one I would do, this 2-page spread. And I really want to do the Cinderella spreads for you guys. Some of these with the bones and the skeletons and the faces. I don't know what this, it's all, oh, this looks like Peter Pan. It's all listed in the back of the book, but I don't want to flip back and forth. So yeah, we have the pirate ship. I know Pinocchio is in here. We have like the Little Mermaid, probably the original Grimm's version. You know, the original Grimm's fairy tales were very dark, very medieval, violent. A lot of mentions of blood and gore. And in the original Cinderella fairy tale, like the toe gets cut off to fit into the glass slipper. And like there's a lot of bad stuff in there that isn't like the cute little Disney version that we know. So look at all this treasure though. A lot. So I would probably do the Ugly Duckling. I would, is this Snow Queen, I'm guessing. Yeah, so this is the one I'm starting with. I already have my whole color palette picked out. It'll be in Prismacolor pencil. I'm actually going to start it today. Probably a 3-part video series, all in Prismacolor from the 150 set. So this will be available to color along with. And I don't just do color along, I teach you guys how to blend certain things, how to create certain effects, how to do a lot of things. So it's more tutorial than color along, but it's really both. More Little Red Riding Hood. I really want to do the Cinderella one with the carriage I saw. What is that? I have no idea. Some of these look more like Greek legend fairy tales. I will have one other, this is the Pinocchio one other Kirby Rosanes book in my second to highest tier. That was only like $8 a month or something. I don't remember what I set the prices at in front of me, but I'm going to add probably Fragile World. It's one of the least followed, it's one of the least books people color in and do tutorials in. And a lot of ability to get experience coloring wildlife and animals and nature in there. World Within Worlds has been colored a bazillion times, but Fragile World doesn't seem quite as popular. I almost thought of doing like Geomorphia or something. This, oh my God. Can you imagine how this is going to look when it's done? But it's so fantastical. If you look at all the faces and all the costumes, it's going to be incredible. I can't wait to build my color theme for this book. So what do we have? Other ones here. Wizard of Oz I'll probably do for you guys. In my membership, my fairy tale club, coloring club will also be, this is Alice. I'll probably do this one for you guys for sure. I also have in there the Forest Diver, the Fantastical World of the Brothers Grimm. I did my first tutorial in there. That's going to be on the channel. It looks amazing. It's the Snow White Apple. I did that one in Black Widows. I will be providing alternatives in there too. So for example, if let's say, oh, this picture is in, you know, Black Widows, I'll give Prismacolor alternative colors that'll be somewhat similar if you don't have all the pencil sets. But I do like to provide a variety because I do have all the pencil sets, unfortunately. So everybody can, you know, different pencils do different things in different books. And so you can learn how to really master and use the different kind of pencils if you can slowly add more to your collection. Yeah. See, look how dark this is. Definitely, that's Hansel and Gretel, but it's going to be insane. Don't be intimidated. We'll do it together. And we'll start with the more recognizable ones and work our way to the what the heck am I looking at ones. But you will love it. I want to show you the brand new Eerie book. It's a different shape than any of the other Eerie books, like the Romantic Country books. I'll probably do a page or two in here on the standard level in the, in the membership, and the fairy tale book only in the fairy tale club. The paper's a little different. It's not quite as yellowish as the paper in her Romantic Country and other series she's done since then, like the World Heritage book and the World Literature book. I got mine on Amazon Japan. It's not available yet in the US. I can link my Amazon Japan link. If you have a regular Amazon account, you can buy from Amazon Japan. You just have to go to the shop in English so you can know what you're looking at, and it's the same login as the US Amazon Japan. So a lot of cute witchy pictures in here, which I really like. I really enjoy this artist palette. Some cute witchy ones. These are really cute. Looks like Cinderella in the making there. I'll probably do this little garden cottage for you guys on the channel. That's why I've been doing a lot less tutorials on my channel here and more, you know, books and products and stuff, because I'm putting all my time like into my slow process tutorial color alongs for the Patreon. Some of the really more advanced like books that will take a lot longer, like some of the mythographic books, it like takes 3 videos, about 6 hours to do. So, but that's all going to be on there. I love this. Like this, look at all the details in this. This one would take quite a while. Quite a while. I do want to mention, if you join the higher tier, like if you get the highest tier and it's the Fairy Tale Club, you also get access to everything below it and every other tier below it. So whatever tier you register for that you become a member of, you get access to everything for that tier and below, right? Just not anything above it. That's how Patreon works. And I put tons of time, and I mean a lot of time, like hours and hours into those tutorials for the higher tiers. That's why I charge a little more, because there are different levels of coloring. Look, I think I might do all these dresses too, and I love the garden one for spring. But yeah, this paper is more white than cream like her others, and it's a little more thin. Might be more like a Joanna Basford paper or something. Not, you know, and I never was a huge fan of her cream colored books. Like I don't like the cream as much. It makes your colors look different when you lay them down. Really enjoy this one. I will just point blank buy anything that Eerie makes because I love it. It's so unique. I'm just curious why, I probably will do this one. I'm just curious why she changed the size of the book from what she normally does, because now it's not going to sit on the shelf like with my collection of Eerie books. It's not going to look the same. I'm like, no. But yeah, it's still gorgeous. It's just a smaller, thinner book. And I want to show you Fantastical World. This is by Alessandra Fusi. Alessandra Fusi is the artist for many of the mythographic books, and maybe one of the Mythogoria books. Several mythographic books are done by Alessandra Fusi, as well as Joseph Kettenbang, and my favorite, which is Fabiana Attanasio. But this is not brand new, but it's new to me. But it is a straight up fantasy book. Very, very detailed. Almost too big for me to get all on the camera, but it's really all just these really amazing planet scenes. But look at this. I would love to do one of these for you guys. This would be the kind of book that would be in my more advanced tier, right? Because I'd probably use Holbein's or Polychromos or something, or maybe like my Pro Colors or Color Soft by Derwent, and they would take me a long time. Because I go a little slower because I'm teaching as I go, as you follow me along. So it's not just like, oh, color along to music like you see on people's YouTube. It's like an actual step-by-step tutorial, kind of where you're learning skills as you go. That's why I wanted my Patreon to be. Because I can tell you that I spent first 5 years I was coloring, I just colored for fun with no intention to learn new things. Like I didn't color for skill, or I didn't buy more different quality or types of pencils. I didn't know that different pencils and markers do different things on different paper. I didn't know how to match paper to the medium. I didn't know how to blend anything. And so for 5 years, I was not that much more progressed than when I started, because I wasn't attempting to learn like a skill, like mastering playing the piano or something, right? It wasn't until the 3 years after that when I intentionally took several years of classes and workshops and buying step-by-step books, taking colored pencil classes, like I started to really learn. And that's what I'm turning around teaching you guys in one place. And yeah, I still color for fun. I want to do this one. This looks like the Christmas Beauty and the Beast castle. I still color for fun, but they don't look, you know, like garbage like my earlier pictures. I'm so hard on myself. All right, so I'll definitely probably do a couple in here. If you all have any particular books, I don't do the cute little square, cute, bold, easy, overkill ones that are on the Amazon top 100 list that everyone's producing. I don't do those. But if you have particular books you would like to see tutorials in, please comment in this video so I can figure out how or where I can add them into my membership, as I'll be doing several new ones to add to like the library. It's going to be like a library of tutorials. You can go and pick and choose, and I'll keep adding and adding and adding more. So please comment below any that you think. Okay, so let's move on. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the cute little Deborah Muller cards from her Etsy shop. And these, I'm not sure what the deal is. She had some one of a kinds before, and I missed each one, and then I saw she made an announcement. She had these in her shop, 2 different ones to choose from, and I bought one, and I don't know if like that was the only one or she made a few of each. But she wraps it nicely, you can tell, which I appreciate. And oh my gosh, so cute. So I love it. It's like a tin case that looks like had like bejeweled accents glued on, maybe the kind of stuff you would use for a scrapbook, for scrapbooking. And they're little postcards that you color. I love, like, is it Hannah Carlzon and Clara Markova, a few other gals do regular postcards you can buy in the shop. And I just love little things to color sometimes. I don't know if I'll keep them in the tin or not. But oh my gosh, they're so cute. And I love how she rounded the edges. See that? The little floaty stars. My goodness. So cute. Just cute. Little girl. And it's nice cardstock, so you can use markers. I'm probably going to do a bunch and like just use them as my bookmarks. Like just slide like the whole thing into my books, or I might keep them in the tin for travel to have plenty of things to color with, just like a 30-pack of marker or something, like skinny markers or something. Moonlight Kisses and Midnight Magic. My goodness, they're so cute. I love them. Trust Your Own Madness. Adorable. Of course, the stars are kind of annoying me a little bit. Love is Haunting Melody. Oh, that's so cute. I'd love to see this, a full-size book. Beauty Balloons in Unexpected Places. How cute. They're perfect. And, you can do a different color theme for every single one, so they're not, like, too similar or whatever. And let's see how well, though, we can get them back into the case if you want to use this for travel. Let's just see. These are only available on her Etsy shop when she has them. Yeah, you can. Isn't that so cute? Oh my goodness. I love it. How do you color that one? Can you color that and get it back in? I don't know. I would hate to try to dismantle it and do it wrong. If anyone knows, please comment below. Anyway, that was so much fun. Okay. Let's move on. This was from Etsy overseas. This is Lenka Filonenka's new book. Hers are always 8.5 by 11. I have all her books. I've always used high quality alcohol markers, Copic, Dick Blick alcohol marker, Shinhan Touch, or Hocus, and they just blend beautiful. She has this really sweet card. She doesn't do new books very often. The last one was like that one with the purple cover. It's kind of like springtime one. Now, I feel like it's been at least a year. Really? Why didn't I bring... Oh, duh, it's taped. Okay. Oh, look at the cover. Oh my gosh, this is like opening a toy for a kid. Like I have a 3-year-old grandson. Every single thing I buy him has like the packaging from hell. It like takes 10 minutes to open. twist ties and glue and like if you can even then figure out how to get the back off to put a battery in it. That's been my life lately. He just had a birthday. All right, this is Soul of Gaia. Beautiful book. Look at it. Oh, and she gave, what is this? Ooh, I got some freebies. And you get a coupon for buying more, 10% off in her store. All right. Let's look. And it's, her paper is, yes, it's like a cardstock, but it has almost like a, just on the border of a gloss, not quite a gloss, but it's like smooth. So the markers like glide off it. And I'm not even able to get the whole pictures in the camera, but look, isn't that amazing? I need to, Native American, all these animals. Oh, that's gorgeous. Yeah, her stuff is just like a dream. Use good alcohol markers. Don't use the chintzy ones, the cheapy ones. You get like a Crayola or something like that. Just trust me. Spectrum Noirs are fine too. They're not as expensive. Artex are pretty decent. Love this, like a face built into a sandcastle. That looks quite Adam and Eve, I'm thinking. But there's also like ocean turtle, geckos, land animals. So I like how she put a little bit of black in the background. I don't love it, but it's, none of her other books have that. So my preference is to do without it. It's a nice variety, but they all have it, which in a way can create a neat effect, but you have to like play that black into your color palette. What if you didn't want black in your color palette? So just a little bit here. This is definitely something I haven't seen before in her books. Doesn't stop me a whole lot, but I don't only want blanket every picture. This one doesn't have it. Ooh, I love this. I should color one of these on my channel. Like how she has men in here. Native American. Wow. That's interesting. It's got a lot of black background. It might look really pretty with bright colors. That one's nice. Her stuff was always hand-drawn. That's why I thought, you know, it took her so long to produce one. Because she's been producing books long before the whole AI phase. Hopefully she's not using a little bit of AI starting with a black background. That's why they're like that. I doubt it. I mean, you can tell this is her normal picture style, hand-drawn, but I don't like black background, but I love her books. That's cool. Like, why is that black? Is that a headpiece? It's a black headpiece, I guess. But yeah, if you look at all our other books, none of them have the black, but it's still worth it. I think I might make a comment on my Etsy review to consider maybe doing a version without the black. This is pretty. I love when they blend landscapes into the body of people to show how humans are all tied in the universe with animals and plants and the celestial kingdom, you know, whatever. I like. So yeah, you can do a testing page. Here's her other book. So my favorite of all of these is, without a doubt, Victorian Grace Dream Dancers. Has dancing from like the 80s and hip hop and flamenco and 1920s, 1950s. Magical Season, which has Halloween, autumn, fall, Christmas, winter. One of my favorite books. Enigmas, Fairy Bliss, it's okay. Hello Spring, that's the newer one. Alexa, cancel. That's the newer one I was telling you about with the purple cover. And Enigma. If you're going to buy from her stuff on Etsy, it's worth having enough money for like 3 at a time, because the shipping isn't like that much more than if you got one. And because it does cost quite a bit for shipping, you know, one book is like $40-something, right, with the shipping. So I would get like, you can buy some of her books in 3-packs. I think you can get Enigma, Victorian Grace, and Fairy Bliss or Dream Dancers in a 3-pack. and which is how I got my first original 3, but I do really enjoy her books. And the cover is beautiful, but looks pretty good with the black there, see? All right. Next, this is from Etsy, but no, I take it back. Yes, it was Amazon Japan. It was from a random seller on Etsy, I think Pomodoro, and I don't even know the name because it says it's the present, I guess. But it was very girly, and I liked it. So I don't know what language it is. I'm guessing it's, I have no idea. Is that Korean or Japanese or Chinese? I have no idea. But I love it. And that's double-sided. The thing is, I bought this book months ago, and I forgot that I had it. Like, I actually, somehow the package never got opened, and I found it buried when I finally cleaned my room after my son moved out, like, and reorganized stuff. I found, like, this unopened coloring book. I was like, oh, surprise! Oh, I don't even know if it's still available, but, like, it's got, like, all these bows and presents. It's very girly. I'm not always a big fan of the ones that have, like, wallpaper backgrounds every few pages. But yeah, you got the cute little girl stuff, tea party type stuff, a lot of like random objects, which seems to be a theme in some of the coloring books you might get from Korea or Japan. Look, I love the plants, so that's really cool. All the different shoes. Look at this, all the hat boxes. I love coloring that kind of stuff. Food, I don't enjoy coloring food. It gives me anxiety. Like, I just try to make it look realistic. These look like sugar cookies. Oh, China. Yeah, this I wouldn't do. It's more like a wallpaper filler. But some of the botanicals are pretty neat. And, you know, this is the kind of book where I might just color like 10 pages out. Like, I wouldn't want to color the whole book. Parisian perfume bottles. Ooh. Look at the beautiful flower baskets. Teapots. Gloves. I will try to link below, assuming the links, if I can find them all, where these are available in the comments drop down section of the video. I don't know how much I'm actually going to color in this one. I only seen like 4 so far I would really want to color. Because I have to pick and choose, right? You only have so much time to color stuff, and you got to go with your favorites. Plus, I'm busy doing all those videos for you guys for my membership. I don't have a lot of time to just color by fun stuff that I want to color that isn't like based on popularity, what people would want, or that they may not have the books for. So yeah, really nice botanicals. So I can see I can color a good amount, but it's a really pretty book, isn't it? It's really pretty. I like it. Okay. Next, you might have seen this. This is a fantasy coloring book by Mel Pomeni Chatsipanegatu. Which this artist also did the Hidden Earth ones. This is supposed to be, yeah, Circle of Life and the Enchanted Earth, which I have a black version, which is from a different country. I think I got that from Etsy overseas. But. So this one is supposed to be more like, I don't know, it makes me think of mythographic. This artist does have, I do love the style. Like, I love this fantasy style. It's very busy with a lot of small things. And I do like that it's single-sided, so you can use markers, but there's so many little details. It is hard to do markers, but you can do markers on some of the bigger things and gel pens or pencils or whatever on the smaller things, but a lot of little details, but the art is just fantastic. Like, this picture is gorgeous. It would be like a real undertaking to do one of these. On my Patreon, I'm going to be launching with there's 2 higher tiers. The $10 tier includes like everything, but the tier right below that, it's like $8 a month. It has the more advanced coloring books that has a lot more detail, takes a lot more time as far as like the tutorials and the color alongs, and includes mediums that, you know, might be more like less commonly used, like Holbeins, Lyras, Derwents, Inktense. So I might do one of these pictures for that category. My highest category is, if I mentioned, is my fairy tale club. Oh, this seems like it could be almost magical enough to fit into my fairy tale club. But that higher tier also includes access to everything of all the lower tiers as well. So this one I could see myself doing. It's just like a patience thing. This one is really pretty amazing. I can see myself doing this. It's a little too busy, but in a gorgeous like art style way, right? And I don't mean, what I mean by that is there are less people that would probably want to color them, I think. So that means I don't know how many I could put into my membership. But we could do one, see how it goes. Like this one's really awesome. This universe. So yeah, Fantasy Kingdoms. It's a little, I would like to have seen a little less busy. Just a little bit less busy. But it is really stunning. It honestly is. I mean, because once you get them done, they look amazing. Ooh, pyramids. Okay. But I had to have the book because artwork is stunning. But yeah, once it's colored, right, it brings everything kind of to life. So next, I want to show you, go get it. This is from Deborah Muller's website. It's my only pack I've ever purchased from her of her original artwork. So this is the original artwork from Hocus Pocus, the original drawings that were on thicker paper, and there's only one of a kind for each of her books. And because I love doing marker and pencil, and I love doing cardstock, which is why I try to buy more for artist editions, even though I have like 50 of her non-artist editions. This is really thick. This is thicker than the artist edition paper. Oh my gosh. I've actually never seen one of these, but it weighs a ton, so it's going to be really good quality cardstock. Hocus Pocus. Oh yeah, oh my gosh. Look how heavy that is. Wow, look. It's really thick. Ooh. So this is her original artwork. And I have, okay, so about Hocus Pocus, when I started coloring in 2017, the first couple books I ever had, not along with the original Romantic Country, which was a mistake because I ruined that for myself, was Halloween Darlings, Hocus Pocus, and I got the original Hannah Lynn Christmas one or Halloween one or something. And I butchered it because I didn't know how to color. So I have my original Hocus Pocus, and there's probably at least 10 to 12 pictures done in there, and they look like just like a war zone. Like I can't even show it, so embarrassing. So I thought I'm gonna go the opposite end and get the artist original prints. I'm gonna make them look amazing, fantastic, and then compare, so I can kind of analyze, you know, over 8 years, the progress I've made, not only in being self-taught in the classes I've taken, which is many. Oh, so this is in order, so I'm gonna turn them upside down. Oh, I love it. This is gonna look so good with markers. And these look bigger. I don't know if they look bigger to me than the picture in the coloring books. That's weird. Maybe it's an illusion because of it has. She scans the originals, right, and then puts them into. She draws them, prints the first original batch or whatever, and then sends that file over, and that's how they print the coloring books off. So, but I think the black lines I feel like are bigger on here. I don't know. They look bigger to me, which is good because my eyesight is terrible. Oh, I love it. I wish I could buy more for artist editions. She doesn't have all of them put out, of course. And you can only get one of each. I remember doing that one, and it looks atrocious. But I mean, it's been many, many years since I colored it. I'm afraid to even open it because it looks so bad. I did that one, and it looks like she has leprosy. Like her whole skin is spotted because I used water-based, like cheap Tombow marker, not even Tombow, not Tombow, way cheap ones. They're like a Tombow, but they're like super cheap, not non-name brand ones, and like it's all like splotted. Like she's got splotches all over her skin. Like so awful. You don't use water-based markers for skin. That's like the number one thing it took me years to learn. Alcohol, yes. Pencil, pastel. Oh, I love this. They seem so big to me. Maybe, I think the paper is normal size. Maybe the margins are more narrow for printing for the spine and stuff on Amazon. That's why they seem bigger. I love it. Oh my goodness. A lot of these I never did. I could do in that book, but I don't want to because I can't stand to see my old work. I literally like cringe. Yeah, that is all of the original artwork for Hocus Pocus, which is one of the very first books I ever got as a colorist when I just thought I was coloring for fun. I have a funny, kind of a funny story about that. I'll tell you a minute. So another thing I did, I'm on a mission to undo the damage I did to myself when I started coloring in 2017, 2018. Again, mentioning Hannah Lynn being the other books that I wrecked. I decided I've not been able to get myself to color in Hannah Lynn books since the atrocity and horror of the outcome of my original books I colored in, that I still have. Some of them are so bad I had to throw away, seriously. But the only thing of Hannah's I can color were her grayscale on her Patreon, and she's not doing the grayscale anymore. So I decided, okay, you know what? And I had, even since I purchased, I did do some markers in this one a little later on because these ones came out a few years back, but I still was using crummy mediums and they still just didn't look good. So I'm like, I'm never again going to color Hannah Lynn unless I can have the artist edition. And so I can use my high quality mediums that I know work, like my Copics, and start over from scratch. So I did like a couple of these that I did pictures in. I'm going to, this is her brand new one, so I've never colored in this one. I'm going to do, put my absolute best work in and compare it to my Warzone Battle War Games look of my original ones. So first thing I want to mention is this one here, Fairy Tale Princesses and Storybook Darlings, is going to be a book, artist edition. I will be coloring in Copic markers with Ohuhu Given Alternatives in the top tier level of my new Patreon, which is my Fairy Tale Club. So I will be coloring in this one in marker, even though most of my marker pictures will be in the lower tier, the marker tier. So you will have special access to a fairy tale book you can do in marker, or if you buy that, you have to buy these on her website. They're like $20 or something. I don't remember. But another thing is, it's glossy. So like Deborah Muller's cardstock was matte finish and dry. Hannah Lynn's are shine and gloss, and so the markers just roll right off. Roll right off. Let's hope it doesn't roll right off. Goes right in like the ink, and you can blend it amazing if you have like an alcohol marker blender, because I do have this book Around the World, which I've worked in. There are 2 pictures of each, the detail one and the close-up, so I'm going to skip, but I'm only going to show the detailed ones are the ones I'll be coloring in that membership tier. We have Hansel and Gretel, but yeah, this picture is, the picture like on the paper is just such a dream. It really is. And it shines. I love it. So I'm going to pretend like I never colored Hannah Lynn my whole life, and I'm going to, knowing the levels I'm at now as an actual teacher of coloring, I'm going to go in and do it new from scratch my way and pretend I never did those other ones. And just like maybe I'll compare the old and the new ones when I do them. So these aren't easy to show on camera, to be honest, but yeah, so if you wanted to join my Patreon and you're in the Fairy Tale Club, which has a good 8 to 10 books I'll be working in there, rotating pictures through them, you can pick this up on her website and do it in there. because this paper has like that gloss, it's not going to be good for certain pencils, like the oil pencils. It'll slide right off. Maybe the waxies, maybe Prismas. But I wanted to do a marker with pencil overlay or pencil detail work for this book. Let me just get through this faster. We got Peter Pan and Wendy. So I'll be doing, I'm just going to flip the rest backward. Sleeping Beauty, isn't that gorgeous? Goldilocks. Cinderella, yeah. So this will be part of the membership. Wednesday Girls from the Archives, I have never colored in or seen. So I'm going to see if I can go back to front. It has, I could swear I recognize one picture that I had in the Patreon a while back. Some steampunk style, some fantasy style, some holiday fantasy. And I guess these are pictures that she never published. That one. This one I think was a Patreon, I'm almost positive, or it's very similar to identical. Yes, you can buy these on Amazon in the Amazon paper basic version. The problem with that is Hannah Lynn, her faces are so big compared to like the Deborah Muller type faces. If you look at how big these faces are, it's hard to get really good effects with pencil with faces. And I've really found the most realistic skin tones come with alcohol markers with the particular blends that I've kind of mastered. So I did do a lot in this early on with cheap markers, and it looks decent, you know, but I want to redo them with a whole new color version with my Copics. New color palettes. This one I won't be doing in the group probably, but I'll be doing these on my own for fun. I mean, unless you guys see another one, if you guys want me to add one of these, I was thinking of adding Victorian Darlings because I love the Victorian era to the marker tier, my group. I guess I could do that, and then if you're on a higher tier than that, you would have access to it. But I love this one because I love Victorian. I never did any in my other Victorian Darlings book. I was too afraid. I like to wreck it. I have like Hannah Lynn anxiety, just like I have romantic country anxiety. And you know what? The first time I ever tried to color with colored pencils was like a 24 pack of Prismacolors or whatever, right? And it was in Romantic Country, the first one, and everything looked terrible. I didn't know how to blend, didn't know how to use white, didn't know how to do gradients, didn't know how to burnish. All I saw were like pencil streaks and divots, like everything I was doing was wrong. And then I kind of killed my interest in Romantic Country because what I tried to do seemed way too advanced for a new person, first of all, with the level of detail, and two, it was not knowing what mediums to use. I was using the wrong kind of mediums. And three, I didn't know how to color. I'm going to do this one. I'm really thinking of, actually, I was thinking of adding, yeah, this is why I was picking Victorian Darlings. I was thinking of adding to my marker tier, maybe in my membership. I really want to do the circus one, that Titanic-y looking one. Don't like the ones that are zoomed in closer. I like detail. Love this one. If you guys like Outlander, I have an Outlander picture that's going into my higher tier. I'm working on now with Jack Randall and his horse. This is really hard to do in camera, on camera. Such a pain. I have a couple more books. Anyway, that's good enough. So if you're interested in me adding this one, the other two I'm not as fond of. I don't know if I'd want to tackle as many, but I've never colored in this one at all, even in my crummy one. So this is one I might want to add if anyone wants to see color alongs or tutorials in that. Finishing up, I had this one called Memories, Begin Again. This artist also does big books, the same book in a bigger size, but these ones are like postcards. These are the two bigger books I have. I've had them for years. I got this on, where did I get it? I got it in an auction. I think I got it on eBay. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I got this a few weeks ago. I think it was on eBay. Because it was a little harder to find, but you see there the traditional postcard style. But it's like one of those good travel books you can take with you, and it's just like travel scenes to different places, like romance with these two characters. But I really like it. And you can use, if you don't care about the back and like using it as a postcard, you can do like markers, which I probably will. Or you can do like watercolor pencils. So what's today? Today's Wednesday. So probably a week from this coming Friday is when I'm going to launch my Patreon Friday night. It'll be Friday night or Saturday morning. And I'm going to have a contest and giveaways in there. And I'm also giving away, Alexa, cancel. I'm also giving away, I have to go check my cake I'm baking. Also, I'm going to be giving away my own coloring pages that I've designed some here and there. It takes me forever because I'm not an artist, but I have learned how. I've done a couple myself, about 15 of them over the last 2 years. I've been like accumulating and working on in Photoshop and working on. So I'm going to give away some coloring pages in there as well. Random coloring pages, including I'm doing my own portraits book, which is line art, which I'll color on the channel and you can copy as well. And I haven't figured out how if I'm gonna do PDF only or a book on that, but you have to be a member to have access to them. So okay, so that's it, everyone. I'm so excited. Tell me what you think, or if you can think of any other books you want me to add. And don't forget to join my Facebook group if you haven't. Keep an eye out for contests and videos. And I hope you like the new books. See you soon in the next video. And thanks for your support. Bye.